Hello dear friends, with another round of Think Tank Talk. Today we are going to focus on Pakistan-China relationship as of now and how the regional security situation is impacting it and how is China positioning itself vis-a-vis the United States and India in the region. And to discuss this we have two distinguished guests from China, Professor Zhang Jiegen from the Fudan University and Dr. Zheng from the Sun Yat-sen University, if I am pronouncing it correctly, from Guangzhou. So welcome to Pakistan and to the CRSS.
Yeah, my great pleasure.
Okay. So let's start with a very simple question. What message do you bring from China to Pakistan?
Okay, thank you. I think lots of things happened in the past half a year, and what I impressed me very much that perhaps in the past several years, especially for the first stage of CPEC, we know that lots of disinformation about China-Pakistan relations and about CPEC on the English social media. But now, in the past several months, we also heard such kind of disinformation from Chinese social media that some people, perhaps some article, have doubt our friendship between China and Pakistan. But this is not the truth. In fact, I think for Chinese government and for Chinese people, we still cherish our friendship very much. And from our government level, I think from the different department of our government, we are still working on how to improve our relations, how to work with cooperate with our Pakistan friends better, and especially after the shared the joint action plan relating to the shared future of our two countries. I think this is a very important document for us, and in the following years, definitely China and Pakistan will cooperate more in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Dr. Ma, when the CPEC started, there was a lot of fanfare, a lot of expectations. Do you think the continuous insecurity in Balochistan, for instance, that is your area of expertise, has become a challenge to the continuation of CPEC-related projects?
Thank you for the question. You are right. There have a lot of challenges in Balochistan, especially after I think 2022, and after the attack happened in Karachi University, and this type of the teacher and the soft target become the target of the attack. So. Also, this last year, we know it's happened in Karachi airport, and the BLA attacked the Chinese engineer from the Kasir port. There have a lot of challenges, and but I think we still should working on those projects and especially the CPEC and on it, because I believe that the economy and the security issue change depend on the economy, and the people have the positive impression of Chinese, and I think we have to work on it more and to really come to the ground, come to the people level, and we have to know each other more, and we have to really do some changing on the people the daily life or livelihood, and then the security issue will be better. And also, I believe if we have a lot of connection, economic connection between we two countries and this province, Balochistan province and China, so I think the situation will be better.
Okay, Jiegen, how much of a concern, real concern, is the evolving security situation in general, or do you think that the fake news factories around Pakistan and China, they are precipitating this impression on Pakistan-China relations and also on the CPEC related projects?
Yes, I think definitely the security situation has great change on our cooperation between China and Pakistan. This has happened in the past several years. I think it's especially after the power competition between the major powers growing more and more serious. So this also definitely brings lots of influence on our relations. That's why I think that we have the argument that traditionally for China-Pakistan our relations mainly bilaterally, but now I think for now the international factor has much more influence than before. So now for the security area, just I mentioned for the disinformation issue, and also I think this is happened after the security dynamics changing in the last several months. Because I totally believe that some country perhaps they are doing something, this kind of things perhaps is mainly be against the cooperation between China and Pakistan. I don't want to nominate which country is doing that, but according to some logic, after the crisis in this May, I think something has happened there. But for China and Pakistan, we must be very cautious about this. And also, this is a new area for us to have to cooperate together.
Mm-hmm. But it brings us to a basic question. Can we and how can we insulate the Pakistan-China relationship against external influences?
First of all, I think that from both sides, in general, I think that from the top level of both countries, we definitely have the trust, mutual trust, very strong. But from the common people level, perhaps they are more easy. They are easier to be influenced by the social media. So that's also important for the real experts like you, like my colleagues in China. We must speak the right issue, right things, and tell people what is happening, the truth there. Because if we look at the disinformation, they have speak lots of details for that. Even as me, I also do. I'm the long observer for our relations, but I didn't know that details. So according to the logic, so how can the writers of that kind of articles know that details? So this is definitely disinformation. So, but for the common people, they don't understand this well. So for our scholars and analysts, we must speak the right.
Yeah, so it looks like that intelligence agencies do feed these fake news factories, and this is the level of information that these articles contain certainly points to the linkage between the writers and the security apparatus or the intelligence agencies of these countries. Coming to Dr. Ma, you were talking about we need to understand each other more. How can we understand each other more? How much more do we need to understand each other to preserve this extremely vital relationship?
Yeah, you are right. It's very difficult to make more understanding. I have one example. Nowadays have that Gaza issue, and about whenever have some my friends sometimes send me some article is about Palestine, and they ask me, "Oh, what happened with Pakistan?" I say, "Please check it carefully. This is about Palestine, it's not Pakistan." So I think we always call we are the Aryan brother, but actually about some basic knowledge even we don't know. Like we from the East Asia, and we are the Confucius that circle again, the civilization circle, and you belong to the South Asia, and you belong to the Islamic civilization, this circle. So you have more the connection with the Saudi, the Gulf country of also the other the Sunni country like Turkey. So I think first of all we have to have more people come to Pakistan, and also have more Pakistani should come to China, but not only to do some business or only like this, because I know a lot of friends who are in China, who study in China even the 6, 7, 8 years, but you know, they cannot speak Chinese. Yes, they can live in China because, you know, have the app, have the technical is very important, but very convenient. But they cannot, they're not willing to learn the Chinese, and so I think this is the barrier between us. You know, it's if you don't know the language, if you don't want to learn, you don't want to involve their culture, so you can never understand what we are thinking. And also I think should have more the Chinese come to Pakistan. Yes, because, you know, this is also about medium issue. You know, whenever have the crash, the fight, and it will come to news. Some negative point of Pakistan will come to news, but they don't know about the people of here, their daily life, their life. And whenever they think about Pakistan, they think, oh, it's very dangerous, it's a terrorist country. So I think we have to promoting the positive side of Pakistan, and to invite more Chinese come here to see what is real happened in Pakistan, and also to show the Pakistan this much multiplied culture, this much the culture. And also I think about we, just like I say, we should have some more economic connection between these two countries. We know the Pakistan first trade country is American, not China. So it's we always say we have Iron brother, but actually from many the things between us, actually we don't have too much connection. We don't have too much understanding.
Jiegen, what's the problem? You know, I've also seen a lot of Pakistani Chinese experts who don't know the Chinese language, which is very sad. It makes me sad, particularly because I had learned German language and I still retain that language, and that's why I understand the German culture much better than the majority of Pakistanis who have been living in Germany for decades. So where does the problem lie when you have so many Pakistani scholars who have studied in China, but they don't speak even a word of Chinese?
Yeah, I think this we needed to think about this not only by the scholars, also perhaps from our government official, because we have leave lots of scholarship for Pakistan students to learn in China. So why they didn't engage with our society endeavors, and why they didn't have their enthusiasm to learn Chinese? This is really the problem. Perhaps I think that according to our the regulation of the CSC, perhaps we need more strict examination for students to go to China to learn as a bachelor. As an undergraduate student, because the fourth year they needed to learn Chinese in China, but before that, to pass the language examination is very important for the scholarship. So that's the first step. And the second step, I think is that after they came here, after they went to go to China, I think also very important for us to perhaps we needed to require the foreign students to as the same requirement of our own students. This is the same when our Chinese students go to Western society, Western universities to learn. We must definitely have the same, much better English there. And then, if we have this kind of requirement, and that means I think that the Pakistan students will do better there. But that also means that perhaps the number of the students from Pakistan perhaps will decrease. But from my point of view, we needn't worry about this. The number is not that important. The quality is much more important. We just at the third step, perhaps we need to find the top students from here to encourage them to go to China. And also we are working on this to try to enroll much first-class student and send them to Chinese top universities to learn science and technology and even some important social science discipline. So this is we are doing now. I think this from our top level of our government. I think they also are considering about this. But definitely, this is the right direction in the future we needed to do.
Dr. Ma, you being an anthropologist, also by profession, do you think this notion of iron brotherhood, this friendship deeper than the seas and higher than Himalayas, is somehow under threat because of the new geopolitical conditions as well as the lack of understanding of each other and the lack of knowledge on the social life in China?
Yeah, you are right. There have some, we because of some, how to say, geopolitical issue and others lack of understanding. We have actually we have a lot of problem differences between us. But I want to see, actually we also have a lot of similar things, like like in Taxila, and a lot of Chinese is like to visit there because it's about the Buddhism, the Gandhara. Yes, Gandhara. And also also we have a long history about our relationship, and before I check one data is one article. They say the first international airline is open between China and Karachi and Paris. So Pakistan always the good friend. Also is I can say the gate of to say this word, and also Pakistan have us. Is connection with the Islamic country and between Islamic country and China. So also about Kashmir side, that GB side, we have a lot of connection. It's like I say, I first the research is about Pakistan is about Bardistan. Yes, there have a lot the people. The name is Bardi, and they speak the Western accent of Tibetan, and they have a lot of culture. Also, I have been there before 10 days before. Yes, and their food the food is the zan. Yes, it's a Chinese Tibetan called zanba. Yes, it's a similar food, totally similar, same food with the China Tibetan side. So I think this is the same point, and we can work on it. We can to make more people to know we are same, and we have a lot of similar things.
Sure, yeah. I mean, we also share the Asian ethos, the social ethos. The way we are much different from the Western countries. So that is one big similarity, I think, that brings us together. We feel very comfortable in each other's company, unlike the Europeans. So what are your concluding thoughts on this, how to promote and preserve this bond?
Yeah, definitely you just mentioned that our traditional friendship is facing challenge because of the new area of the power competition between the major powers, and also because of the disinformation, especially in the AI area. It's much easier to produce the misinformation, the fake news. That also definitely have some challenge for us. But for this kind of bond, I think that we totally have confidence for that, because I think the mutual trust between China and Pakistan, not only particularly, and even though we are lack of the people-to-people connection, but in the common for the common people, so they still have the belief that for our religions we have totally very different from other countries, and cherishes this friendship. So, but you mentioned that for this the bond to continue, I think very important is that for for both sides we much cooperate together to transfer this friendship for our younger generation, especially we call it the Z generation, because they are more familiar with the social media. They were born in the digital area. So for most, especially for our Pakistan young generation, they got information mainly from the Western language, for English and your own language, and few of them from Chinese language. That's also a challenge. But that's also we need that for the exchange between the younger generation, also very, very important. So, but I think that the better news is the good news is that I think that from both sides we are more and more interested with each other. I think for the younger generation, they have more better understand even than the elder generation, because definitely they can get more information much easier than before. And also that because of our economic development, definitely I think that we have the direction from our Pakistan younger generation. So what we need to do is that also we must tell how China is happening now, is developing now, what's our foreign policy, our economic development, and we need to speak about us very clearly and better, especially I think needed in the foreign language, and this is very important for us.
Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful conversation on what needs to be done to preserve this extremely important bond that has existed between the two countries for several decades. And let's hope that governments as well as the academia, the media on both sides do intensify their efforts to educate more each other's youth on the social values, on the technological progress, economic progress that China has made and what needs to be done in Pakistan. How can Pakistan benefit from the immense opportunities that China offers? Dr. Ma, Jiegen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.